let's walk through how this rule works in practice. If a non-spousal beneficiary inherits your IRA today, they'd have 10 years to empty the account. They do have flexibility in how they take the withdrawals, but the key rule is simple. By the end of year 10, the entire account must be withdrawn. And if the account is a traditional IRA, every dollar withdrawn is taxed as ordinary income. And that's where the challenge shows up, because many non-spousal beneficiaries inherit these accounts during their prime earning years. So those withdrawals land right on top of their salary. And this can easily push them into much higher tax brackets while they're taking these withdrawals. So let's walk through a simple example to illustrate. Suppose someone leaves their daughter a $3 million traditional IRA. She's 45 years old and a successful engineer earning $180,000 per year. Under the old rules, she might have withdrawn around $90,000 to $100,000 per year based off of her life expectancy. She would have been able to spread the taxes out gradually over decades. But under the 10-year rule, the timeline is compressed. If she spreads the withdrawals out fairly evenly over the 10 years, she may need to take roughly $500,000 per year from this inherited IRA. And if you add that to her existing salary of $180,000, that's going to push her up to around $80,000 per year of income. A large portion of those withdrawals could fall into the highest federal tax brackets. And if she waits too long to start taking distributions, the problem can get even bigger. So let's say she decides to just leave the account untouched for most of that 10-year window. If that $3 million IRA grows at about 6% per year, it could be worth more than $5 million by the end of year 10. The entire account must be withdrawn by the end of that 10th year. So instead of spreading the withdrawals out over a decade, she could suddenly be forced to take a single $5 million distribution in 1 year. Instead of earning just $180,000 that year, her taxable income could jump to well over $5 million. And at that level, almost all of the withdrawal would fall into the highest federal tax bracket. And this is exactly why the 10-year rule catches so many families off guard. When you combine forced withdrawals with continued investment growth, heirs can end up paying far more tax than the original account owner ever expected. And because of this rule, some families are starting to think about retirement tax planning a little differently. It's no longer just about the taxes that you'll pay during your lifetime. It can also involve thinking about how the taxes that your non-spousal beneficiaries might face later. Some retirees decide they'd like to reduce the tax burden that could fall on the person that inherits their IRA. In those cases, they may gradually reduce large IRA balances during their retirement years, pay taxes today at known rates instead of potentially forcing a beneficiary to withdraw large sums later when they may already be in a high tax bracket. But of course, not everyone looks at it that way. Other retirees see their IRA a little differently. They say, this money is primarily here to support our retirement, and if there's something left over for someone else someday, that's wonderful, but it's really just icing on the cake. And if that's how you feel, you may have no desire to pay additional taxes during your lifetime simply to reduce the tax bill of the person inheriting the account. Neither perspective is right or wrong. It just really comes down to how you view your retirement savings and how important it is to you to help manage the taxes that your heirs might face later. In my free training called How Tax Planning Changes Through the 4 Stages of Retirement, I walk through how these tax rules evolve throughout retirement and how retirees can think more strategically about them. If you'd like to watch that training, you can access it by clicking the link in the description below. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos like this in the future. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Hi, my name is Justin Haywood, President and CEO of Haywood Wealth Management. And if you're interested in learning more about how we help our clients live their life to the fullest, visit us at haywoodwealth.com to learn more. Thank you so much.